Well, I had a little bit of training in Carnatic rhythms when I was young, like when I was 6. So I'm from a very small town in Kerala. Okay, so the only music I had access to that time was film music and Carnatic music. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else. And maybe I think my father had bought like 2 disco cassettes.
Yeah.
And that's the only Western music game. And Michael Jackson, just 1 album, Bad or something like that. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, that was much later. Initially it was just, I was tapping on everything, you know. I mean, that's what all the drummers do.
Yeah.
So my parents thought, okay, I'm not from a musical family. None of my, my teachers in the school, they saw me doing this all the time on tables, and so they said, why don't you just put in for some class? So they put me for tabla.
That's right.
But the teacher, he was a Carnatic musician, so I don't think it makes sense because.
Yeah.
But good thing was I learned a little bit of basics of Carnatic rhythms. I mean the Konakol and all that. Not just basic, to an intermediate level. 6-7 years I was trained. So but I was always fascinated by the tone of drums, which I heard in Malayalam movie songs.
That's right.
So every time that comes, you know, that was like super excited, even though I didn't know that. So there was, in the school, of course, we had a school band which plays Malayalam music, film music. For cultures, that's all we could play. So I used to play, and but in college, I moved out of my town and got some friends who were really into some other. So they introduced me to all rock and heavy rock and all that, and I became like a huge rock fan, and even metal. Metal I heard first time in college. So Metallica and Priest, Judas Priest, Megadeth and all that, I became like a huge metal fan, and Dream Theater fan and all that. Yeah, and then after college I got a chance to go to England to do a small course in drumming. So I went there, that's where I met, musicians from there, like classmates. They were talking about jazz, and so I didn't know anything about jazz, like absolutely nothing. So there they were talking about Dennis Chambers. I saw Dennis Chambers and Tony Williams' picture, Buddy Wilson. I didn't know who they were, like. So there was a good internet connection, thankfully. So I went and so I saw these people play, and I was like, wow, this is something else. You know? I mean, rock is great, it's absolutely great, but this is completely new for me. So yeah, that's it. So I knew that's my thing. My biggest influences are like definitely Dennis Chambers, Vinnie Colaiuta, Dave Wickle, Horacio Hernandez, Steve Smith, and their heroes. And any good drummer.
So it's been a
good journey.
Yeah. It's yeah, and of course, like when you're in India, you can't just survive only with playing that stuff. So you have to do commercial projects, and I was very lucky that some of the musicians, like very senior musicians, they were very kind to me at bass, especially Keith Peters, bass player. So he's been really kind. I mean, he introduced me to a lot of musicians, a lot of music directors. You meet some really not just great musicians, but great human beings. You know, so very very kind people. So because of Keith, I met Martin, sax player, and I got a chance to play with Mr. Jeoraj, and that's only because of Mr. Jeoraj. So yeah. Okay, film music, you can almost call it the pop music of India.
Yeah.
It is the pop music. That is the most popular music. So that is where the money is.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you want to pay your bills, you can't just play. You can't afford to play only the things which you like to play because you are not in US or I mean, you like playing jazz or rock. What I do is like I consider film music gigs as a session. Like sometimes they'll just call me like a week, maybe 4 days in advance, and then okay, are you free on this date? Yes. Okay, I'm sending you the song list, and they'll send me 25 songs. I might have heard 5 songs, but 20 songs, I mean, there are people who can learn them by hand. I cannot. I don't have that kind of memory. So what I do is I write them. 20 songs, each of them, just write it down. Go, and I am comfortable reading it, like sight reading. I can do that. So even for Indian Western fusion, but then the writing becomes fusion.
Yeah.
I mean, in the sense, because most of the time when you have a tabla players or mridangam players involved, there will be places where these solos happen, percussion, drums, duet, whatever, jiggle bindi or whatever you call it. Ending will be one calculation.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how to do that. But if they tell me, because I had the privilege of learning that thing when I was young, I'll write that in Malayalam. So half the way it will be like drums notation, then there will be this calculation which I'll write fully in Malayalam, then the rest will be again. But it works.
Yeah, it works.
I mean, you can write it. If you spend time, you can write in the Western notation, but it's a task.
Yeah.
Sight reading it. I mean, yeah. So basically, you just need to find the balance. For beginners, definitely a teacher, if possible, at least to a certain level. Then this is again not at all compulsory. If you learn how to write and read, then after a point you can work by yourself. I mean, you can learn by yourself.
Yeah.
But the only thing is you should be quite good with reading. Because if you're reading wrong, then you practice wrong. That's a very big problem.
Yeah.
The drummers, you are asking like something what they should do. I mean, something which I didn't do and everyone should do, I think, is
Learn the piano.
learn piano.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it'll just completely change the way you play drums as an instrument.
Yeah.
I'm nobody to talk because I don't know piano, but I've heard like drummers like Dave Wickle and Jeoraj Hernandez, and they all play piano.
Jack DeJohnette, he's a...
Of course, legendary Jack DeJohnette. So the way they play is so different, you know. I mean, it's I think it's coming from the knowledge of melody and harmony. So if you can, please do learn piano. Not to become a piano player, but if you know what's happening, the way you respond to that would be completely different.
And I think the conservatories in the West, they also have this thing in the whole system.
Once you have the basic thing sorted, you have YouTube, which is like the biggest teacher. You have all the great drummers explaining all the techniques for free. You know, they are sitting and showing you. You can learn the Jeoraj May's foot technique just by watching Jeoraj May doing that. And he is doing it slowly. And I mean, what more do you need? I mean, so this generation, our generation, and the coming generation, we are so lucky. I mean, we should should realize that you are so blessed to have these things. I love Latin jazz. I am a huge fan of Latin jazz. To me, I'm a huge fan of Horacio Hernandez and Antonio Sanchez. So when I used to start practicing this left foot clave thing and all that, so I got a couple of books and I could play for like 70 to 80% of what is there in the book. So I was like, okay, now I can play Latin jazz. Now the issue was I knew just some patterns. That's all I knew, and that's all I know even now. Because when you take samba, or when you take any Cuban, Brazilian samba or anything, okay, you have this that kick drum hi-hat pattern and a couple of variations. But when you meet some Brazilian artists, I mean, I had the privilege of meeting some hardcore Brazilian musicians. And when I talked to them, samba itself has so many subdivisions. And you are supposed to play this thing only this way. You cannot play whatever you feel like playing, just because it's Latin or South American. Same with Cuban. You just get inside, and if you just take Horacio Hernandez's book, there's a book like that. I bought that in 2002. Even now, I don't know, I might have maybe finished 10% maximum. And each rhythm, I mean, it's all dance music, right? So each rhythm is associated with a particular dance, and there are things which you can play in that. There are rhythms which you are not supposed to play. So it's so huge. So you think you know a little bit, and you just take one book or you talk to one musician from that particular region, and he will tell you 100 subdivisions about the same thing. It just makes you realize that you just know only the surface. You know, the whole idea is that any music, just never stop learning. You know, and always the best thing to realize that we know very less is always compare yourself with the masters. Project wise, as of now, what is happening is I'm just doing mainly sessions. So I really don't have a band of my own. But yeah, we have planned to do something with Aman Mahajan, piano player. Of course, I'm part of his band. I mean, his own compositions. It's called Refuge. That I play with him, and we plan to start playing some of the most popular jazz fusion stuff, because we all have doing that. So that is one thing. And then another project is there's a great guitar player called Santosh Chandra. So he's an amazing flamenco super player. Great guy. So
he stays in Kochi, right?
Yeah, he stays in Kochi. So we just started working on something. It's again all his music. Yeah. So that we are at the moment working on like releasing a single, make a video and all that. So that might come out, I don't know, in the next few months, hopefully. And then he has few more songs which is already done. So we want to start touring, playing those music. But first we want to see how it is like, you know. Other than that, it's just all sessions, man. I mean, I play everything. So yeah. I mean, one day it's film music, next day it's fusion, Carnatic fusion, next day it's jazz, and I play with some choir from Chennai, and so I mean, it's fun. I mean, it's great. So yeah, that's what's happening. This is absolutely great. I mean, this is the first time I'm doing something like this. Okay, so it just feels good to share some of the experience or whatever you have, and great to watch these amazing drummers in India. You know, it's fantabulous drummers. They talk their methods, their experience, their musical life. You can learn a lot from them basically. So, and of course you guys have been doing some workshops in Kolkata. So workshops are just basically sharing, right? And you get to see some fabulous musicians, learn from them, share knowledge. I mean, it's great, man. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Jeoraj. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Yes.